Greetings. I shot a video where I talked about not combining pap with infant formula, right? There's a reason. Oh. I think I told you it's dangerous, but the thing is that it's not everything the doctor says because some things will be said that will scare you. Now, this is why you should not be missing food anyhow for your baby. If you want to give your baby infant formula, you stick to infant formula. You'll be giving your baby the infant formula. If paraventure you now want to give pap, you give the baby pap, right? Don't now start missing pap and infant formula, right? Don't. Now, there's this condition called intussusception. Intussusception. It's a situation whereby a part of the intestine, some women must have heard it, their children, their babies have had surgery for such condition. It's a situation whereby a part of the intestine, like this is the intestine, this is the intestine, this proximal part, this part enters into the other part of the intestine, now blocking the intestine. So it will now block the intestine. So when it blocks the intestine, the baby will be vomiting, the tummy will be swelling up, right? Body will be hot. The baby will pass through that looks like blood, like that looks like puree that contains a tinge of blood, right? Now, tummy keep on swelling up. It get to a point the baby will not be able to stool again. The baby will be very sick. So the mother will go to the hospital. The doctor will review the patient, the baby, and it's only surgery. Some babies die. See, I've seen babies die because of intussusception. God, the mother did not come on time. Now, what has been shown to cause intussusception? One, it occurs between 6 to 9 months, more between 6 to 9 months. Some say 6 to 1 year, right? It can be up to 6 to 18 months, right? But commonly between that 6 to 9 months. It has been found to introduction and that is the period new food is introduced to babies. Listen, oh, listen. That's the period babies are being weaned from breast milk. New food are introduced to babies. Now, that's why I did a video. I don't know whether I posted it yet. That don't just change your baby infant formula, right? You'll be giving baby small, small. If you notice that the baby is not tolerating it, you stop it. Then you get another one. You don't just change baby's food just like that, or just introduce a new food to a baby. Don't just be missing food anyhow for babies. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's one. Now, that insusception will be found to be caused by change of food, introduction of new food, combination of foods, whether infant formula, breast milk, what's it called, pap, or otherwise, right? You see, that's why every doctor, because I said this thing one day, somebody was trying to counter me. Breast milk is still the best for children. Breast milk. All these things I'm talking about now, breast milk do not cause them. But it's all these foods you start introducing to babies that cause all this intussusception. Now, um, what now happens is this. When you introduce this food, you combine food, you give baby all sorts of things. What happens is this. Um, it can cause a form of reaction, allergic reaction within the intestine of the baby. Some lymph nodes will now be swollen in the baby, and that will now be the lead point for the intestine to enter into they call it telescope into themselves and cause intestinal obstruction. Some mothers have taken their babies to hospital and their babies were operated on because of this thing. So mothers may be watching this now, they know what I'm talking about. They spent days, weeks in the hospital. They put pipe on the baby's nose, right? Put pipe on the baby's genitals so that to monitor urine pipe so that they can drain out the fluid and the food, undigested food from the intestine. Some of you have gone through this process before. You know what I'm talking about. So what am I trying to say? Don't just go about combining food. Because I noticed that some of you, I don't know, this page is not a cruise page. Oh. It's not a cruise. Don't try and be catching cruise. It's a serious matter I'm talking about. And some of you, when you want to ask questions, you end up trying to insult me. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, if you want to give your baby pap and you want to add something, you can. I have said it before. Some of you were even still trying to insult me. If you want to make the, in fact, I came out and said it's not easy to for a baby to be to be given pap that does not contain sugar. That if you want to give a baby pap, you can add small sugar, and give the baby to taste. Some of you are giving the excuse that the reason you add infant formula to your baby's pap is because what's it called? You want the pap to taste. What is in that infant formula? Is it not refined sugar? Well, so why not you just add more sugar to your baby's pap and allow it to use it for it to taste? Then, if you want to add another thing to pap, what the pediatricians recommend is ground crayfish. Ground crayfish. Talk to your pediatrician. They will tell you add ground crayfish to the pap. It's more nutritious than even ordinary pap. You understand? And you can add more sugar to taste. You get what I'm saying? These are the things you should do. Then if you want to give your baby infant formula, you give your baby infant formula. Infant formula are being implicated in causing intussusception. Go and Google it. I'll put the spelling here so that you can Google it and do your research. Then discuss with your pediatricians and the rest. You get what I'm saying? So these are the issues. So when a doctor comes out and be telling you something, some of you trivialize. You think it's I don't know. Well, it's because somebody says because the information is coming to you at free. You are just getting it, and you just feel that you can just talk down it. Maybe if you are paying for it, maybe you will take it more serious. Just maybe. Uh-huh. Um, uh, I think I will end here, so that I think I've said enough that you will understand. Right? You have to be very careful with what you introduce to your baby because intussusception is there. When they were asking you questions, some of you mothers that had their babies had surgery for intussusception, intestinal obstruction, and the rest, they were asking you, are you still breastfeeding? What infant formula are you giving baby? When did you introduce the infant formula? Was there gastroenteritis or maybe having diarrhea? All those things. They asked you now. Why do you think the doctor was asking you? Please, let's listen to the voice of reason. This is science. So, no. Thank you and bye bye.